Hey everybody. So here we are again talking about the butt and the hips. How are your hips feeling and how's your butt feeling? Did you know that these areas are all connected? We're going to work on some of that today. It's short and sweet and you're going to laugh, but I'm using a wash basket as a prop. So maybe you can do the same. I don't know. Grab a wash basket or a block, have a towel handy, and let's get started. Hey guys, hips and butt time. So I have a wash basket here. I'm not even going to show you that right now, what we're going to do with that, but I looked around my house. I couldn't find a yoga block anywhere. Oh my God, oh my God. So a wash basket is going to work for me today. So you can grab something like that, or if you have a yoga block, we can use that, or if you have a stack of books, we can use that. So let's lay onto the floor to start with. I have my towel here handy for when we kneel, and we're going to lay right down onto the floor. Good. Walk your feet forward of your knees. Tuck the shoulder blades under. Lift the front of your foot up off the ground. So just the heel is on the floor, and we're going to use it. We're going to use that heel. We're going to lift on the exhale, the hips up off of the ground. And we're going to glue the heels to the floor, and we're going to pull back as much as we can, keeping the hips lifted. So keep pulling back. Feel those hamstrings attached to the glutes, right? The hips and the butt. And then relax that pulling of the heels. Breathe in. And exhale again, pull back with the heels. Getting stronger. Let your jaw relax. Again, relax the pulling of the heels. Hips are still lifted. Let's breathe in. And again, glue heels, pull back. Good. Relax and let's lower the hips down to the ground. You're going to step the feet back now. They're going to be flat on the floor. And we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, lift your hips up as high as they'll go. Again, a squeezing of the buttocks. Good. Lower the hips just to hover above the floor and push back up. Good. Lower to hover just above the floor and lift back up. By now you're probably feeling something. It's love. I hope you feel love. Lower to hover, lift back up. Good. Lower to hover, lift back up. Let's do one more. Lower to hover, breathe in, and lift back up. Let's hold it here. Breathing deeply. Let your jaw relax. Good. Lower down. Ooh. Take your knees and just windshield them side to side. Ah. Good. Hug the knees into the belly and lubricate your hips by opening the knees out, bringing them together and up the center of the body. Out again. Together. Up the center. Breathing deeply. Out. Together. And up the center. Let's keep going. Big circles. And now you're going to circle the opposite way. We're lubricating the hip joints. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Life is good. Life is better when you lubricate your hip joints. I did a survey. I did a poll, and I found that out from hundreds of people. Hundreds of people took the survey. We're going to open the knees out towards the armpits and just give yourself a moment here to breathe. Keep your right knee pulling open towards that right shoulder, and you're going to drop the left knee and leg down to the floor just as it is. You want it to tilt open to the left, and you're going to land on the outside of that foot. You see what I mean? And breathe, by the way. Relax and breathe. In any pose that we do, any movement, any stretch, feel free to find little micro movements to help your body feel even better. Let your jaw relax. Good. Keep your right knee where it is. Breathe in and out and then hug your left knee open towards that shoulder and drop the right leg down. You're on the outside of the right foot, the knee is dropped open, and the breath is deep. Just take a moment, notice how you feel. Deep breath in. Good. Bring that right knee back up. Knees are together now. We're going to inhale, hands underneath the hamstring area, the upper leg. Rock yourself using the momentum of your legs kicking back and forward, and come on up to your hands and your knees. Maybe you want your blanket underneath your knees. I always prefer to have that. For the videos you've seen me doing, you notice that I do that. Hands under shoulders, left leg out behind you in the air. We're going to take this left leg, we're going to open it to the left. Your foot is rotated straight down. You're going to tap the floor with your toes. You're going to lift, cross, and tap. Lift, cross, and tap. You want to go right across and out to the right as you go to that right side. Lift, cross, and tap. Every time you lift your leg up, make sure it's at hip height or the level of your back. Good. Keep your leg straight out behind you. Lower down to your forearms. Bend that knee. And let's just pump up and down. One of my favorites. It really gets right in there. Working on those glutes. Breathing deeply. Let's push up. Give it a moment. Hold it. Good. Let's lift up to the hands, walk them underneath the shoulders, keep that left knee lifted, and now open it out to the left. By now you're probably dying, right? I'm sorry. Circle the left knee in one direction. You can do this. You can do this. Circle it around. Take breaks if you need. And let's circle the opposite way. Relax your face. We're building strength. Lift and hold it. Good, and lower it down. Ooh, that was good. All right, let's do the other side. Right leg straight out from the hip. Open out, tap the floor, lift, cross, tap the floor. Keep going. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Lift, cross, tap the floor. Keep breathing. One of these days I'm going to make up a song called Lift, Tap, Cross the Floor. I'm going to put it on Spotify. The record sales will soar. Keep going. Breathing deeply. Good. Let's lengthen the legs straight out behind, lower to the forearms, bend the right knee, and pump up and down. So the left toes are curled under here. Soften your jaw. I know you're wondering what we're going to do with our wash basket. It's very exciting. Push up and hold with that leg. Try and touch the ceiling. Lift the body up. Your hands come under your shoulders. The right knee out to the right. Circle it around. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Now your left hip is saying, help me. Keep breathing because you got this. Circle the opposite direction. Lift and hold it out to the right. Hug the space between your arms. Lower the right knee. Take a deep breath. You're going to open up the knees, come into a child's pose to help soften the glutes. Arms extending. Rest your head. Just for a moment. Good. Lift your head. Rock your body forward. Grab your block. Grab your books, your stack of books, or your wash basket. This is so much fun using a wash basket. Okay, so I'm going to take my wash basket behind me. And you definitely want to be careful and feel good, okay? So we're going to take our left foot onto the wash basket or your block. This is a cool wash basket because it can lower down to one lower level. That's pretty neat, huh? Make sure your knees are happy. Now, we did this in my yoga class, and people definitely felt it the next day. So go slowly, take it easy, be good to yourself. Hands to the hips. Take a deep breath in. Bring your right foot, this is an awkward time to say this, bring your hands down to do this, right foot forward. Okay, so we have the right foot out in front, the left foot on the block or the wash basket. This is so silly, I know. Hands onto the front knee. You're going to take the left foot, lift it off the wash basket, lower it down. Lift and lower it down. So you should feel a strengthening in that hamstring, yes? Lift and lower it down. And just keep breathing. Lifting and lowering down. Good. Lifting and lowering down. Let's do one more. Lifting and lowering down. Good. Hands come down to the floor, moving this body carefully. Right knee comes under. Try to get the foot up on that wash basket block and the left foot out in front of you. Lift up with your hands on that front knee. Take a deep breath, lifting the right heel. Right foot off the basket. Lower it down. Lifting and lowering down. Lifting and lowering down. I took all my husband's clean clothes out of this wash basket so I could use it. Don't tell him. Lift and lower. Let's do one more. Lift and lower. Good. Bring your hands down for support. Take the left knee under. And a very gentle squat to finish us off here. Did you know that you could use a rolled up blanket to help lift your heels up in a squat? It's very comfortable. So try that out if that feels good. Open the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Bring your hands into prayer. And give your hips a nice, yummy feeling of stretching and opening. And you can also sit on a block or a stack of books. I don't think I'd choose a wash basket unless it's sturdy. Mine is not very sturdy. But you could certainly try and sit on a sturdy wash basket. I hope you enjoy this. Take care of your body. Join us for the next one. We really look forward to hearing from everybody. So definitely let us know how you think, what you think of all of this craziness, and be truly you. Namaste.